Hello everyone. Hi. Welcome. Today I want to talk about something that I call deep listening. Just a way to support someone who's having feelings. They're having some big feelings about something and they really need support. Like, we are really high vidette. We are really hardwired to connect. We're hardwired to be in community. We are hardwired to be together. We're hardwired to support one another. That's why I like to talk about this, because being able to do that is important, and it's a skill, really. We're not taught, at least I wasn't taught how to do this until I was older. And so I really want to talk about it. So when someone's having big feelings, like around like a really deep sadness, shame about themselves, not feeling worthy, having a fear about something, what is really helpful is if we go into a space of just deep listening. And the deep listening is really about, hi Alfonso, the deep listening is about really staying with that person and staying with their feelings without trying to fix anything, without trying to give them advice or get them out of those feelings. And that's the one reason why I want to talk about this, is because culturally, we feel uncomfortable, and personally, many of us feel uncomfortable when someone else is having deep emotions. And so we try to get them out of it. Hi, Nikki. We try to get them out of those feelings. We try to fix it. We try to it also can stir up our own unhealed hurts when we are listening to someone's deep hurts. So it can stir up our own, and we're like, no, I don't want that, get away. But that's really not helpful to that person. And so when I'm talking about really supporting someone, I'm talking about keeping our own feelings in check for that moment. It's good to get your own support at a different time. But really thinking more so about bearing witness to that person's pain. Like, you're there not to erase it, not to take it away. And this is really how we heal from things. People are resilient. And that's part of the process, is really recognizing when we see someone in emotional pain, really recognizing that, that person is strong enough. That person is smart enough. That person is resourceful enough to heal. And I can be the witness to that process. And that's really all that's going on, is that we're there to bear witness to somebody else's really hard experience. And I know that so many of us have had really hard experiences in our lives. And we don't need to get in there and change anything or fix it or stop it. That actually is not helpful. If we actually really want to be helpful, we can help their healing process happen. And the way we do that is we bring warmth. We bring ourselves. We bring our heart to the situation, to that person. We make sure that we remind them that we're there, because what can happen sometimes is if a person's re-experiencing something hard that happened, we don't want them to go too deep into that experience. And so we might put a hand on their back. We might, make sure hey, I'm right here. Give them some eye contact. And making sure you're not alone. Making sure that they know that they're not alone. That's part of trauma, is that we feel alone in our hurt and our pain. So making sure that person knows that you're there with them is a critical piece, and that they're not alone. And we don't have to say much. That's the part of the beauty of this, is that we really don't have, I think most of us think we have to have the magic words of the right thing to say, and we really don't. We just need to be, not to do in those moments. And so picking the things that you say should be really, really important, in terms of just that they're not alone, that life will get better at some point, like so that they know there's an end to their pain. Like our brain needs to know that we're not stuck in that pain forever, because that's something that can happen with trauma. So knowing that there's an end to that pain is very, very helpful too. You're going to get through this. You are not alone. That's another really good thing to say as well. So that person can really register that they're not alone in that experience. And I wrote down some notes to see if there's anything else that I need to talk about here. But, you know, it really reminds me that, because I just culturally, we're just not in a place where we allow people to have their pain. You know, we'd rather take them out for ice cream or put them in front of the television or, you know, send them on a walk or something. But, and it just reminds me of like that metamorphosis of the butterfly where, you know, the butterfly needs to go through that process in order to become a beautiful butterfly. And if we try to short circuit that process to make it easier for the butterfly during that chrysalis stage, the butterfly dies. Right? It can't go through that. And I think that as human beings, we're actually designed to overcome difficulty. That we know, we need to know that we can do that. And when we try to change or fix things, we miss that process. And whereas we can become stronger and greater and more expansive when we can actually make it through our pain with the support of another person. And so that role of supporting somebody through their hard things, it's like being an angel. Like really, it's an amazing, honorable thing to do. And it's a great pleasure to be able to support someone in that process. And I think we're all capable of that. It's just a skill that we practice, and we learn and we get better at. But I think we all need help. We all need that kind of support. And so I just want to leave you with that. And hi, Cindy. I'm just signing off now. So you'll have to watch the replay. But thank you for making it here. But yes, I just want to share the importance and the value of bringing ourselves to people who need our help is so important. Hi, Cindy. And so thank you so much. And I look forward to more of these. I hope you have a wonderful, amazing day.